Hey guys, this is our study and welcome to Comic Space. And today we have a quite few major updates that we need to talk about, which are very interesting, and all of them are coming from Marvel TV head at Marvel Studios from Brad Winderbaum. As he went on to reveal some major details about some major upcoming projects, and he just casually stated that yeah, we are making Nova. Nova is still and indeed in the development at Marvel Studios. A major update that we need to talk about for sure. We are also going to talk a lot about other projects as well, so we do have a quite a mix up of some very interesting updates from all over the place. So the first thing first, Nova is in the development, and I think what makes it this update more interesting that we just haven't been talking about the coming of Nova for a while on the channel as well. But I think like in couple of weeks ago when the initial update broke from a very trusted industry insider, My Time to Shine, hello, who also have a quite impeccable track record, and we cover him frequently on the channel as well, where he stated Ryan Gosling was indeed in talks with Marvel Studios for a future role, and just recently he confirmed that Ryan Gosling is indeed has been cast in the MCU. And again, we don't got too much to go on, we don't know what projects he's going to pop in or what character he's going to play. Like in couple of months ago or a month ago, so we had the rumors about Ryan Gosling probably can be playing Nova. And when the initial update broke that Ryan Gosling was in talks with Marvel Studios, he was actually talking about the role of Nova. That was quite heavily rumored and again came from My Time to Shine, hello. And that was quite a major thing because again, given that Ryan Gosling himself on public stated that he would like to play Ghost Rider in the MCU, but again Kevin Feige has also stated that they would like to have him, but he is not sure it would be for Ghost Rider. But again, given all of that, and again, we don't really have anything concrete or then not too much to go on. So we just know that Nova is happening, 100% that is happening. It is literally coming from Brad Winderbaum, and Ryan Gosling has supposedly joined the MCU. So take a step back and take a look from a bird's eye, and if you connect the joints, that's all you get, that Ryan Gosling is playing Nova in the MCU. But again, like I said, not too much to go with it, but it does indeed left us with a very interesting scenario that we really need to talk about. And again, let's talk about Nova. So if Nova is in the development, and again it depends at what stage in the development that project is. Are they in a very early writing stage, or maybe they're just planning, they haven't got into the writer's room with the project yet. So I think that's very early with Nova project, and again it is going to be very down the road. I have my doubts that it will actually be part of phase 6, and as we head at the end of phase 5 when Kevin Feige will come out at Comic-Con or at D23, it will come out and will announce Nova is part of the phase 6. I think there are very low chances of that happening, but again I think so if all of the things are working like they are seeming, and Ryan Gosling is indeed playing Nova and he has been officially cast in the role, so that means we can actually get a major official update with the Nova added to an official slate in the phase 6. But again, I also have my thoughts about how big of a role that Nova can be playing, or maybe it will be just an independent storyline with Nova and Nova Corp, and just it's going to be its own thing and not to do too much or anything with our primary storyline, which is the Multiverse saga. So I think, just like I said, very interesting set of scenario that we have in front of us. So another major thing that he went on to state, and another major update that Brad Winderbaum gave us, and it is not that much major, but I think it does tells you a lot about how the future landscape is going to look like. Because if you have seen the previous video, we talked about that Marvel Studios is literally chopping block some major projects, which also included Captain Marvel 3 and Man 4. They are really looking forward to very strong concreted franchises that they can put their chips on. So again, I think given all of the uncertainty that we have for the upcoming projects, I think this is a great update. As Wonder Man series and IRONHEART are still coming out, they are in an editing process as they were speaking, and they are really excited about exploring the corners of the universe, and Riri Williams is one of them, and he cannot wait for people to meet Sam Williams as well. Okay, not too much to go on with it, or not in major revelation, because I think we knew about these projects and we knew they are coming. But I think for a couple of weeks when that the whole article came out by Hollywood Reporter when Bob Iger stated that they have quietly cancelled some of the projects, that they haven't been public about it. Then in the last video we talked a lot more about it, in detail and how the whole landscape of Marvel Studios moving forward is going to look like. So as we are talking about future landscape, we got Shang-Chi 2 going into the production from next year, alongside Armor Wars is also supposed to be getting into the production next year. Again, the Avengers 5 even now is supposed to be start its production at the end of this year, which is very highly unlikely that is going to happen, and both of the Avengers films are gonna get delayed. I will be happy that if they weren't, but again, given how the things are looking, they're probably gonna get delayed, and the next slate of projects that are gonna get into the production are going to be Shang-Chi 2, Armor Wars, probably Spider-Man. I don't think so they're going to start production on Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4 this very year. I think that, and again, we have talked about how Sony and Marvel are trying to get in on the same ground, and Sony is trying to rush the whole film, and there's a whole situation that we talked about in another video. Yet another great update that we have regarding What If Season 3, as Brad Winderbaum stated that they have started to push the boundaries on the show a little bit, and they have started to have a lot more fun with the concept of the multiverse. And again, on the surface the updates actually doesn't look like a lot much, but I think the What If Season 3 has been a quite major piece in the whole multiverse saga, and I think it is going to be a very major piece moving forward as well. And especially at the end of the season 2, I was like, we are really getting into the whole multiverse thing, and again, it is quite evident that we are going to have a crossover of animation like live action at some point of time in the whole multiverse saga thing. And again, if you want to talk about rumors, in major update that we had when the What If Season 2 came to an end was that Kahuri was going to be in the live action, and that update came from Daniel RPK, and he's like literally one of the most trusted industry insider and probably one of the most impeccable track record as well. So I think I keep repeating it, I probably shouldn't find an alternative, but we have a quite interesting set of scenario in front of us with all of these updates are coming up. So at the end of the video, the bottom line is, and I'm really saying it again, and I really shouldn't, but we do have a quite interesting set of scenarios in front of us. So I think that it is quite time for me to see you guys off now. Well, that's it for this video guys, but before you go, you can consider to grab the subscribe button so don't miss out on any of the latest Marvel or DC update. I'm so glad that you guys got the time to hear me out. Thanks for listening to me. This is your host Tazi signing off. See you in the next one.